Hey, 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 hey. Hey, y'all. It's Friday.
Hey,
I needed y'all to come in with some energy. Energy. You gonna start saying, yeah, something when we get started, because we need that energy, y'all. We need the energy.
energy.
Thank you, Takia. Thank you, girl. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Hey, y'all. Hey, audience. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Friday. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I'm a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. Nicole, introduce yourself, sweetie.
I am Nicole Crawford with Keller Williams Realty, servicing the Greensboro Triad area.
Takia with the beautiful curls.
I know, right?
How you doing today, honey?
I am doing wonderful today. I am Takia Ward, servicing the Maryland, D.C. area with Keller Williams.
And Samantha.
I am Samantha Harding. I am a loan officer with Mortgage Solutions. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, look, we're gonna try that again because everybody else had energy and you just came in like you just woke up. Hey, Samantha, introduce yourself, sweetie.
Hi, everyone. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It is Friday, a wonderful day. Wonderful day. If you're not feeling well after this video, you're going to feel 10 times better. We're going to promise you that life will be different when you get off of this message.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Sometimes we
what's
gotta
up,
make
Samantha.
it, honey. Good job. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yes, y'all. All right, y'all. It's Fabulous Friday. Today we are talking about who's who in the mortgage process. Look, we talk about home buying here all the time on the Clubhouse. We talk about the whole process over and over and over again. But sometimes we don't realize that a lot of people may not realize some things that goes on, some terms and a few things that kind of goes on in the background, the things that happens behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand that. So look, quick story. This happened this morning before I left and came to work. So my daughter, she's working on all her exponents and different things like that, right? You know, you got the PIMA, please excuse my whole dear Aunt Sally situation, and she's homeschool or whatever, right? So my daughter's very, 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 very smart, y'all. And I just can't figure out, like, what don't you understand about this? She gets frustrated and everything. Let me tell y'all which simple part that this little girl did not understand. And today, I said, just listen. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to explain it to you. I said, first it's the parentheses. But I don't know what a parentheses is. All this dang on time, you didn't know what a parentheses is? That's the first step. She said, I caught him the two backward C's. They just failed you in school. She didn't know what the parentheses was. The very first step of figuring this problem out. I was just blown away. But anyway, she figured it out before I left. Just like that, very easily. So sometimes it's the small things in the whole process, you guys. It's the small things that we may miss. It's the small things that we may not understand that will put that entire piece of the puzzle together. Parentheses just ruin her whole problem. Anyway, first step, y'all. What's the problem? I need y'all to say what y'all think because I don't like this.
What?
Go on.
What you got going on over there? Are you upset with us? What happened to your story?
Yeah, look, he sound like my husband. He said, you talk so fast and then sometimes you just don't give nobody a chance to respond. He said, I breathe. I breathe. And you say I ain't listening. I said, you need to talk a little bit faster, sir. You need to talk a little bit faster. Keep up. Come on now. Stay in the conversation. No, I was just looking at y'all facial expressions. Y'all got anything to say about my baby? No feedback.
I did because we think that they know. I think they can answer the question if they understand what the question actually meant or all the parts of it. My daughter is one of those people. That happened to me yesterday. I was in the parking lot and she had her friend and herself playing in my doorway. She said, you said they can come in and you said I can go outside.
They can find a loophole. Unfortunately, sometimes in real estate, you can't find that loophole. All right, y'all. So let's get started. Let's talk about the home buying process. All right. So the first step to the home buying process is we always talk about the money and saving and all that stuff. We can't help you out with that. We can tell you how to do it, how to get there, but you are part of that. That's what you're going to have to do. And so many people don't really understand why it's a 45-day process to the home buying process. So this is why we kind of going into it. All right. Step one is pre-approval. Who handles that? Is that the lender or is that the real estate agent?
The lender.
All right, lender. How do you pre-approve your clients?
Well, I realized today I have been setting up people for the wrong expectations. So I'm gonna say we start off by getting your documentation in is how we normally start because I work for a company that kind of specializes in helping those who have a little bit more challenged credit. So everything normally requires a manual underwrite, which means that they send it to underwriting off gate, not just doing.
I'm gonna stop you right quick. So let's go back to the parentheses thing. I kind of started off with that. So my daughter didn't know what a parentheses was to solve this problem. So what documents do they need whenever they come see you?
I was bringing that. So typically you would want to have paycheck stubs for the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
You want a bank statements for the last 2 months, or current statement and the previous statement, shall I say. And on those statements, just to FYI, no large transactions, no mattress money in there, no random stuff that you just had no business having on there. Like, don't pull out $1,000 because we're going to need to ask more questions. And you need to have proof of funds. So if you are going to use your grandma's money for down payment, she would want to have a gift letter or something of that nature stating that's where you're going to get it from. If you're borrowing from your 401k, we will need a 401k statement. If you're using money from your previous house that you're selling, we would need the proof of that when the money is deposited as well. So that is kind of what we need for the most part to get you going and finance or pre-approved.
Awesome. All right. So step one is pre-approval. You mentioned underwriting. You said your company does underwriting up front. What's underwriting?
Underwriting is when they look over the documentation that you put in to make sure you meet qualifications such as debt to income ratios is what they would do there. Make sure your documentation are not fictitious for the most part is what they do, and make sure you would be able to get to the closing table because sometimes people do not have matching things or their income is not matching. Say that they get commissions and not all the time you can count all that income that you have. So that person will go in and make sure that your income matches what you say you have and what you can be qualified with. Because just because you make the money does not mean we can qualify you on that money.
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So they're digging deeper. They're digging deeper. They're getting deeper into your business. The stuff that you could have possibly lied about, they're checking that out.
Well, not just lied, but we don't count all your income. If you've been at your job for 3 months and you get commission, we can't count that commission for you. So you didn't lie about it. It's just not usable qualifying income. So therefore that would change your debt to income ratio because we can't qualify you off that $5,000 bonus you got that you just started on that job. So that's where it makes a difference as to why you want to go to underwriting.
I like how you said that because we are not all liars. All buyers are not liars, you guys.
Agreed.
All right. The next step is you need to go shopping for a home. Who does that? Anybody?
The realtor.
The realtor. So realtors, when we come into your office and we say, hey, look, I want to buy a house. What do you guys do?
We're going to sit down and talk about it.
What you talking about?
What kind of house? Financing. For me, I want to know what kind of savings you got, and I'm going to dig deeper into your business.
Okay. Takia.
So yes, I do I'm going to talk to you, do a little consultation, go over that with you. And one of the first things I'm going to ask is, do you have that pre-approval letter? So I can know what your buying power is, and that when we go out, that we are able to actually close and you can afford what the price point that you want to look at.
Definitely. For me, I guess I'm a little, I don't know. I same thing. I do the consultation and I'm asking like, okay, let's think beyond your pre-approval. Like what kind of house do you see yourself in? So, it's more of a visualization process. How many bedrooms are you looking for? What are blah, blah, blah. So you can get yourself into that property. So the realtor, what we do is we're going to help you guys find a house. And so far, step one, the loan officer, they are going to give you the money to buy your house. All right. So we're making an offer. Who's writing that offer?
The realtor.
The realtor. Who's coming up with the numbers on that offer?
Both of you together. I'm assuming you and the client,
The
y'all.
buyer's coming up with the numbers, what they want to offer on that property.
Now, how
I'll do a for me I'll do a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis, to give them
mm-hmm,
an idea of what houses in that area have sold for, and if that house is priced appropriately or overpriced or anything, and it kind of gives them a good idea of where they need to come in with their offer.
good. And say that again. Who comes up with that price again?
The buyer.
All right. And how do they come up with that price again?
I For me, I do a CMA and let them know what's going on in the market around where that property is.
And if your agent isn't giving you a CMA, ask for one, please. Say, pull
Yeah.
those comps, please. How much are the houses selling in this area? I need these numbers. And they should give you a CMA.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we look at the CMA and say, okay, do you really want the house?
Right. Some of my clients, so how much should I be? Somewhere between this number and this
That's it.
number. We can't tell you guys how much to bid on the house, okay? All right. So you're making the offer. Samantha in my comments, in my DM. So you're making the offer or whatever. So once you do the offer, you're negotiating the terms of the contract. Who's doing that?
Oh, the agent.
The agent. Yes, we are negotiating. And what can somebody explain what that means to negotiate the terms of the contract?
Okay. So basically, we are negotiating. The seller on the other side, they may come back with things in the offer that they aren't into, as far as like the price point, the time frame on the inspections, if you're asking for a home warranty that you want them to pay for it. So we'll be negotiating the different terms of the offer that we put together.
Awesome. And Nicole, what's the home warranty?
The home warranty is actually it's just that a warranty that covers products in the house. It's not your homeowner's insurance. It covers, a lot of them cover your refrigerator, the stove. Some of them cover leaks. It just depends on what package you get, but it is a warranty that covers like the defects in the home.
Definitely, definitely. All right, y'all. So we signed this contract. We are under contract. Guess what? Your 45-day clock has not even started yet. Not until you sign this contract. You sign this contract. Now, what's the next step? We're getting everything over to the lenders. We need the appraisal order. We need these inspections ordered. We need all kinds of stuff ordered. So, lender, what do you do once you receive the contract?
Then, within 3 days of receiving the contract, we'll send you out a loan estimate to tell you how much this loan is going to cost you. And then, after you agree to those terms, then we
Hold on. Because believe it or not, I've had people sign this thing and don't know what's in there. Could you explain like what's in there, like maybe how much the mortgage is, different things? So you don't have to go into full detail, just a few things.
It tells you the total cost of you buying the loan. So it tells you how much interest you're paying throughout the whole entire period. It tells you any type of fees associated with buying it, such as like a loan origination fee, a processing fee, if there's any. They normally show prepaids, meaning what is it that you pay up front for, like HOAs or taxes, escrows, actually, that prepaid and escrows. So they'll have that in there, and your down payment money, if you have to pay down payment. All of that will be listed in a full-fledged sheet so that you can see and understand what it is required of you and what you'll be paying.
Yeah. So the biggest thing in there is your mortgage payments and how much money you need to bring to closing, an estimated amount. Because I've seen people get to closing and they have no idea how much they're supposed to bring. So that is in there, you guys. As soon you have to sign it. You have to sign it. So I was taught, don't sign anything that you don't understand, or you just don't sign stuff if you don't know what it is. Look at it. Ask your lender. We could walk you through it for a little bit, but we don't get a copy of that. But yeah, talk to your lender. Your lender can help you in that process. Um, I'm sure you want to know how much your mortgage payments are going to be and how much money you need to bring to closing. You don't want to get all the way to closing and don't have enough money.
That
That's the
is,
most important part.
and then when you get the contract, you'll see how much the taxes are, because a couple of things go into your mortgage payment is your taxes, your escrows, HOA.
Mhm.
So even though that house might have been $200,000, and you've got to pre-approve for that. What if you have flood insurance you have to add? So you may no longer can afford both of them. So that's why you keep in close contact so your realtor and you know exactly what's going on and if it can actually get to closing.
Definitely, definitely. All right. So now we real estate agents, we need to order inspections. Who orders the inspections and how does that normally work?
Now, it depends on if when I've talked to my clients, if it's something that they've asked me to order, I will order for them, but it is on on them to pick out the inspector they want to use.
Okay. Takia, in your area, are you required to order the inspections or are you allowed to order the inspections? How does it work up your way?
We're not required to order it. We generally, if we'll have, I'll ask them if they have an inspector that they, want to use, and they can order it, do it that way. And or I give them a list of the people that I've used, and then they go online and they will schedule the appointment.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we do here as well. So we have the option, and you guys have to fill out a form that's called a professional service disclosure. And in there is a long list of different things, different services that you may need to order throughout the real estate process. And it says who orders, your bank, you or your realtor, who orders this. So this is something that's negotiated or whatever up front. So if anything changes, not negotiated, that's the wrong word, but that's talked about up front. So if anything changes, just let us know and we can kind of work some stuff out. But it's very important to go ahead and order your inspections if you're planning on ordering them. Okay. All right. So the next thing is, so we have the inspections, we have the due diligence period, we have all of this other stuff. All right. So it's almost closing time. We need to do what? A walkthrough right before? No, what's underwriting? So we already talked about underwriting. Explain the underwriting process one more time.
Yeah, a lot of people, for most people, especially people who have conventional loans, they probably would go through underwriting at this point for the first time. But that's where they process your documents, make sure that you have current paycheck stubs, bank statements. If there's any additional documentation you need, such as child support, anything like that, additional documentation, they'll be asking for those documents then for the most part.
And how soon do you need to get those documents in?
As soon as humanly possible, because your closing date is arriving on you soon. So you want to get them in ASAP.
And don't drag your feet, you guys, because your closing date could be delayed. Don't drag your feet. All right, so we need to do a final walkthrough of the property. What happens when we do the final walkthrough, and who does the final walkthrough?
Wait a minute, did we forget about the appraisal? The
Oh,
lender?
thank you, girl. The appraisal. Who orders the appraisal?
Your lender orders your appraisal, and for these days, they're going anywhere between $450 and $1,000. So be prepared off gate for that money to be shoved out to pay for your appraisal, and you'd want to do that as soon as possible. Typically, right after your offer is put in, we start looking into getting your appraisal done to make sure the house is worth what you think it is.
And tell them again, is the appraisal free?
It is not free. No, sir. No, ma'am. It's not free. No, it's not. They're between $450 and $1,000 depending on where you live. So do keep that in mind. You will need to pay that.
All right. So we're okay. So we just done the appraisal. You have your inspections. You may have to do your re-inspection. So you have someone who does your title work. Who handles your title work here in North Carolina? Well, who handles the title work in North Carolina, Nicole?
The attorney does.
The attorney. Takia, who does it in up your way?
It's our title company. We have title companies that handle the title work, and it could be an attorney there, but we just have a title company.
Okay. Awesome. So we are going through your title work, and y'all want to explain what happens with the title work? Y'all want me to talk about it?
Well, basically, what the title work is, and when the contract is sent over to the title company or the attorney, I'm assuming for you guys as well, they're going to go and do their due diligence, and they're going to check the status of the house. So they're going to do a search on the property, make sure that there aren't any liens on the property, in order to, when you go to closing, to provide you with a clear title. And so that's the main thing that they're going to be looking for. And you'll be getting, in our area, probably yours too, title insurance, So to protect you in case anybody comes and try to stake claim on the property, or
Mhm.
if there was a lien that was on there that they didn't see during that search. So that will protect you during that process.
Yes, well said. I know I had a buyer that was purchasing some land. Their father passed away, but their parents, they had a will and they left them some stuff in the will. And then right before closing, some stuff popped up of another family member that was a sister that was disowned and all this other stuff. And yeah, it delayed it for about another month. But that's the point of it because it's there to protect you. So you buy this property, you won't anything pop up later. All
And I
right.
was going to also say this is the time where we normally see the judgments pop up.
Mm.
Um, I've had several closings delayed or actually go down the drain because of those judgments that pop up later.
Boom. All right. So what's the judgment?
That's actually where somebody has actually taken out court and sued a person and received a judgment from the judge that you actually owe that person that money. And so a lot of people forget that. Well, I know here when they do our title search, they're also searching the people that are involved in the transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have those credit card bills and they went to court and won, then those are the ones that's been catching us lately.
Oh, wow. Wow. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And sometimes for us in this, if with the judgments, we'll sometimes we can let the lender know what what has popped up and see if it could possibly be paid during at closing. So
Right.
then it'll be paid off at that time with the money that proceeds are coming up. And so in order to try to help save the deal.
Boom. 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 All right. So we have the closing attorney. They're handling all of your closing documents. You have your lender. You are currently in underwriting. They're kind of checking everything. All right. So you have your final walkthrough. This happens the day before closing or the day of closing. And what goes on there?
Well, and for the final walkthrough, we're making sure that the condition of the home is the same as it was before when we actually signed that contract. That nothing has happened. That everything that we have in the contract is being left. So that's basically what we're doing.
And I forgot to mention the clear to close. We have the clear
Yeah,
to
I
close.
was
What
thinking
is
about
the?
that.
I was like, hold on, I skipped it. What is the clear to close, Samantha?
Clear to close is when we say all your documents is received. We send you the final loan estimate stating exactly what you would need at time of closing. All your documents has been received and processed, and you are ready to go to the closing table.
And when we are clear to close, are we allowed to do anything? We're allowed to move in, or are we allowed to go out and buy a car and buy some furniture? Are we?
No, because you have not
No,
closed on your home yet. Like, no,
it's
cleared
not your
to
house yet. You
close.
haven't signed no papers.
Cleared. Not you are closed. Cleared.
Yeah, y'all hear that? Say it again.
Cleared to close. That's two, meaning before something.
All
No,
right, y'all.
you haven't
So
closed.
y'all always hear about this day. This is closing day. All the confetti and everything kind of falls down. You are where and you're doing what with who? You go to the closing attorney's office. They handle your settlement paperwork. They're signing all your documents. Once you sign those documents, you get those keys, and you are officially what?
A
Close.
homeowner.
Yes.
Closed. Yes, you are a homeowner. All right, you guys. That took 45 days. That's why it takes 45 days because it's 1,000 steps in the home buying process. You got a
Well,
lot of
I'll
people
just
that's
say for
working.
us in our area, sometimes it's 30.
You said for us what now?
It's 30.
Yeah, it could work. It could work.
I mean, it's possible, but a lot of times people don't come up with what they need. They're kind of dragging their feet, so it would slow things down. And appraisals are taking a while, so it could take 30 to 45 days.
Yeah. I've seen 30. I've seen some lenders do 30 or whatever. So, yeah. 45 days to close, y'all. 45 days to close. Unless your lender says differently, okay? And Takia says 30 per way. So that's good. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything y'all want to add? Because did I skip anything?
I think you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of everything. We got everything. Especially save your money, people. Get your finances in order. Save your money. Even if you got 100% financing, that does not mean you bring nothing to the table. That don't mean you don't have to pay for appraisals. That does not mean you don't have to pay for closing. And in this market, I don't know about Takia's market. People are not playing closing like back in the day. I don't know that those days are, according to the real estate agents, those days are over. People are just not offering to pay those things. So be prepared to have money. Get some money from your grandma. I don't know where you get it from or somebody, but make sure it's in the bank too, like not under the mattress. Okay, but have money. Be prepared. Money. You gotta save as much as you can.
And I want
Even
to
with down
say, in
payments.
addition to that, you do have out of pocket costs before you actually go to closing for that down payment and stuff. You have to put down your earnest money deposit. You're going to be paying for the home inspection, and you're going to be paying for your appraisal. So there are a little bit of upfront fees at first before you actually go to the closing table. So be prepared with that as well.
Yes, and in this market, we want to see due diligence deposits. The sellers, their eyes go do this. They'd rather have due diligence than earnest money because they get to keep it. If you back out and you change your mind, you say, you know what? I didn't know my mortgage was going to be this much, and I didn't know I had to pay this much money, and not a, or if you have issues with your inspections. So, yeah. All right. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add? Nothing. All right, y'all. Well, all right. So step one, you need to get pre-approved. You need to make your offer. We're negotiating your terms. We're ordering your appraisal. We're ordering your inspections, and then you are going. You did with your closing attorney. You send your stuff over to them. You have your clear to close, and then you are officially closed. Congratulations! You have your home. You guys, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a safe weekend. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. Nicole.
I am Nicole Crawford with Keller Williams Realty Service in the Greensboro Triad area.
Takia.
And I'm Takia Ward with Keller Williams Preferred Properties in the Maryland, D.C. area.
And Samantha.
I am Samantha Harding. I'm with Mortgage Solutions Financials. And you can catch me at the Home Buyers Club.
Come on now. Y'all, this is the mess I've been talking about right here. This is the mess. Come on, Samantha. Tell them who you are and how they can find you. You're a dog.
I did. I said you can find me at the Home Buyers Club this time.
We need some energy.
It's rough today, y'all. Hi, you guys. Everybody, you can find me here at the Home Buyers Club, or you can call me 919-374-0260. That is how you can find Samantha from the Home Buyers Club.
Gotta love Samantha, y'all. Y'all can find us at the Home Buyers Clubhouse, www.thehomebuyersklubhouse.com. You can find us on YouTube at the Home Buyers Clubhouse. You can find us on Facebook, Home Buyers Clubhouse, and you can find us on our Facebook page in the Home Buyers Clubhouse. Y'all have a good day. You have an awesome weekend. Be safe. Let's see who's this. Hey, Facebook user. Hey, Erica, girl. How you doing? We missed you today, girl. Y'all have a good day. Have a safe weekend. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. Wrong button.